Real quick, before we get into this video, I need everyone to go follow me on Twitch. The link is in the description down below. What's good, YouTube? We are back with another reaction video. Yes, we are back. We are back, baby. We are back. Let's get it. Yes. Today, we got the night the unknown Larry Bird became feared. Let's get straight into the video, y'all. Appreciate all the love and support. Let's get straight into it. Let's go.
Back in 1979, in the NCAA tournament national semifinals, what we now call...
Okay, we back at the college days. We back at his college days. Yeah, we definitely have some videos. Check that out. If you're new on this channel, check out some of those college videos. I'm going to do some more, too. I'm going to go live, start going live and doing some games, too, though. So look out for that, y'all. Y'all got to tune in.
The Final Four. We saw Indiana...
Also, follow me on Twitch, themancave_. Link is in the description down below. Follow me on Twitch, y'all. Follow me on Twitch.
State play DePaul, and somewhere on that floor, playing with a fracture in his left thumb that he had suffered the week before against Arkansas, playing through it without a word of complaint, without asking for sympathy, without missing a single shot because of it, was a 22-year-old kid from French Lick, Indiana, named Larry Bird.
One more thing, just in case y'all wonder why I'm wearing these glasses, because it's like bright around me, and plus I'm cool, right? I'm cool. But for real, honestly, because it's bright and I had this bright light shining on me, so it's like really irritates my eyes. So that's why I got these glasses on. But smooth too. Let's get it.
Before we get into the game itself, we need to understand what this moment meant, because in the spring of 1979, Larry Bird was the best kept secret in college basketball, and he was about to stop being a secret forever. Indiana State had entered the season unranked. Nobody had them in the top 25. Their conference, the Missouri Valley, was not a basketball powerhouse. Their head coach, Bill Hodges, had taken over before the season started, after the original coach suffered a heart attack. Nobody outside of Terre Haute, Indiana, was talking about the Sycamores heading into October of 1978. And then Bird went out and averaged 28.6 points and 14.9 rebounds per game, led Indiana State to a 33-0 regular season record and the #1 seed in the Midwest region, and carried them through the tournament to Salt Lake City. 33 consecutive wins. The entire country was now watching. Bird had become impossible to ignore. DePaul came into this game as the #2 seed in the West, a veteran, balanced team built around guard Gary Garland, forward Curtis Watkins, and an explosive freshman forward named Mark Aguirre, who would go on to be the first overall pick in the 1981 NBA draft. Coach Ray Meyer was a 66-year-old institution on the DePaul sideline who had been coaching the Blue Demons since 1942, 37 years, and had never once made a Final Four. This was his moment. His team was deep, experienced, and had knocked off UCLA in the regional semifinals on the way to Salt Lake City. They were not afraid of Indiana State, but they had never seen anything like Larry Bird. And what happened in that building on March 24, 1979, was the moment the entire country finally understood exactly what that meant. So let's get into it. DePaul came out with a game plan that was simple and sensible. Spread the scoring around, make Indiana State defend 5 players rather than collapsing on Bird, and let their experienced starters wear the Sycamores down over 40 minutes. All 5 DePaul starters played all 40 minutes of this game. That kind of continuity and depth was their greatest asset, and Ray Meyer deployed it from the very first possession. The problem was Bird. From the opening tip, he was operating at a level that DePaul simply had no answer for. He was shooting over their defenders. He was passing through their traps. He was rebounding on both ends of the floor and immediately pushing the pace. Every time DePaul tried to take the ball out of his hands, he found a way to get it right back. And every time they tried to guard him with one defender, he made them pay immediately. Indiana State took an early lead, and Bird was at the center of everything. DePaul kept it competitive in the first half through their balanced attack. Aguirre was a matchup problem for Indiana State's front court. Garland was creative and dangerous off the dribble, and Watkins was physical enough to give Indiana State's interior some trouble. The Blue Demons stayed within striking distance throughout the first half, and the game had a tense, back-and-forth quality that suggested this was going to go down to the wire. Neither team could pull away. Neither team was willing to give in. Bird went into halftime, having already established complete command of the game, not just through his scoring, but through everything else. His rebounding, his passing, his positioning, his basketball IQ. For a generation of fans watching on television that night, this was their first real extended look at Bird in action, and what they saw was unlike anything they had ever seen from a college player. The combination of size, skill, feel, and competitive instinct was completely unique. Indiana State held a slim lead at halftime, but Bird was nowhere near finished. DePaul made their push in the second half. The Blue Demons went on a run that gave them the lead, erasing Indiana State's advantage and putting real pressure on the Sycamores for the first time all game. Ray Meyer's veterans were grinding it out possession by possession, making Indiana State work for everything, and the crowd in Salt Lake City was locked in on one of the best college basketball games anyone in that building had ever seen. And then Bird answered. Every single time DePaul threatened to take control of this game, Bird made a play that stopped the bleeding and swung the momentum right back. A mid-range jumper when Indiana State needed 2 points. A perfectly timed...
Yo, he was... Yo, Bird was balling for real. They said every time he tried to do something, Bird would just come right in the clutch. Let me run that back. Bird would come as soon as they thought they had him. Bird would just come in. Nope, you don't got me. You don't got me. I got it.
DePaul threatened to take control of this game.
They tried to take control, but then as soon as they tried to take control, Bird came in and is like, nah, it's my shit. This mine.
Bird made a play that stopped the bleeding and swung the momentum right back. A mid-range jumper when Indiana State needed 2 points.
Wow.
A perfectly timed pass to a cutting teammate when DePaul's defense was overcommitted to stopping him. Bird was not just scoring, he was controlling the entire flow of the game with the kind of awareness and intelligence that you simply cannot teach. The game came down to the final minutes with everything still to play for. DePaul had shown remarkable resilience. Aguirre, Garland, and Watkins had combined for 51 points between them and had genuinely tested Indiana State in a way that nobody else had all season. But every time the Blue Demons needed one more stop, one more basket, one more moment to close the deal, Bird was there. He was everywhere, making every shot.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Yo, he's just clutch, man. It's just like soon as they thought they had something, Bird came and swooped in. No, you don't. This is mine. I got it. Like, I'm telling you, man, Bird is nice.
Making every pass, making every defensive play, doing everything that needed to be done, with a broken thumb on his left hand, in the biggest game of his life. Indiana State survived 76-74, a 2-point victory, a barn burner that had everyone in Salt Lake City on their feet from start to finish. And Larry Bird walked off that floor having put together one of the greatest individual performances in the history of the NCAA tournament. The final line, 35 points on 16 of 19 shooting from the field. 84.
He just been balling ever since. So hold on. He had 35 points. Crazy, man. Total rebounds. He has 16 rebounds. Or 16 field goal percentage. Offensive rebound, defensive. Okay, no, offensive rebound. Okay, total. Okay. Yeah. It's 60. Dang, yo. He just balling, bro. Yo, he just balling, man. That's crazy. But let's get into it.
16 of 19 shooting from the field, 84.2%, the 8th highest shooting percentage in Final Four history.
What? 84? I don't think I even know that. Did we watch this game? I think we might have watched this full game. Or highlights, maybe. But 84.2% from the field? Yo, I've never seen anybody in NBA history ever, even today, even today, get that much percentage. Like, that is, I'm telling you, man, that is crazy, bro.
Mark that still stands decades later. 16 rebounds, 9 assists, all of that with a fractured thumb on...
I was right, 16 rebounds. Okay, I know that's total rebounds. So I knew that's what that TBR was. TRB was, man. Yeah, 16 rebounds, bro. Come on, and you're not even a center. Like, oh, come on, man. I'm telling you. Ultra combo. Yo, I'm telling you, he's a beast.
His non-dominant hand. All of it against a veteran, experienced DePaul team that came to Salt Lake City, specifically prepared to contain him, and still had no answer. The 16 of 19 shooting performance set an Indiana State tournament record that has never been broken. The 35 points was the highest single game total of Bird's entire NCAA tournament career. The 16 rebounds was a tournament high for him. All three marks, shooting percentage, points, rebounds, were Indiana State records for a single NCAA tournament game set on the same night, against the same team. With a broken thumb, Magic Johnson was watching from his hotel room. Michigan State had handled Penn 101-67 in the other semifinal, and Johnson spent the rest of that evening.
Ooh, they put a beating on Penn. Ooh, they put a beating on Penn. What did that say? 90? Did that say 167? Sheesh, boy. They put a beating on Penn. Why they don't got their logo up there? That's how bad they beat them. They didn't put their logo up there. That's crazy, man. Yeah, but anyway, let's get straight into it. They got blown to pieces.
And Johnson spent the rest of that evening watching film of Indiana State. His reaction, shared in a 2009 interview, summed up what everybody who watched that game was feeling. We went back to the hotel and we were like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do to contain Larry Bird? We had never seen a player like Larry Bird. The best player on one of the best college basketball teams in the country, a player who would go on to become one of the greatest to ever play the game, had never seen anything like him. Ray Meyer, who had waited 37 years to get back to a Final Four, and whose team had played one of the best games it had played all season, was equally emphatic post-game. His team had done nearly everything right. Their 5 starters had played all 40 minutes. Their balanced attack had produced 74 points, and they had still lost by 2 because of one man. Bird would go on to the championship game 2 days later, where Michigan State and Magic Johnson would hand Indiana State their only loss of the season, 75-64, in what became the highest-rated basketball game in the history of American television.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, that's that. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted Larry to win that, man. I'm not gonna lie. I wish Larry would have won that game. That's one thing I can say is I really wish that Larry won that game against Magic. This game, because Larry was balling, bro, and like he looked really down. Like I really wish they would have won. Like in the history of everything and them being like not losing no games and stuff like that. Like I really wish. I really hoped that he would have won that, but it ain't happened. But that was a game, though. That was a game. I think we watched that full game a while ago. I think we did.
That still stands. But the game that truly announced Larry Bird to the world was not the championship game. It was this one, the semifinal against DePaul. The night he went 16 of 19 with a broken thumb and refused to let the Sycamores' perfect season end one game too early. Before March 24th, 1979, Larry Bird was a name that basketball people knew. After it, he was a name that everybody knew. The Celtics had already selected him in the first round of the 1978 NBA draft, the year before, and had waited patiently for him to finish his senior season. After watching what he did to DePaul in Salt Lake City, they understood exactly what they were getting, and the basketball world has never been the same since. Alright, that's it for this one. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know what you thought down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the episode if you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one.
All right, this wraps up that good old one, y'all. This good old video. Appreciate all the love and support always, man. Let me know what y'all think of this video. I like this video. I think what's his Infinity I've did one of his videos but a while ago. I think I need to start looking at his channel and see if he has any more. But yeah, subscribe if you're new, hit that like button, turn on that bell, man. Got some videos as y'all see. I've been uploading crazy, uploading. You know, I know I've been, like I said, but follow me on Twitch too, y'all. Y'all want to see some gaming, and I also do sports in there, but lately I've been doing gaming, but we're going to get into sports too, though. So tune into there. We're going to have some sports debates. It's a lot of stuff we're going to be doing on my Twitch also. So yeah, I'm just be back and forth doing everything. So yeah, tune into my Twitch. If you don't have an account, make an account. Trust me, y'all. We going to get it. It's going to get tuned. We tune in. So it's about to be a good summer, y'all. It's about to be a good summer. A lot of live streams. It's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, let me get on to the next video. Appreciate all of them support. Like I always say, peace and love always, man. Peace and love always. But yeah, we out of here. Love y'all so much. Peace.